That's right. To give them the flux. To give them the flux.
These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting self in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patterns and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion, it's only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thumb sticking out, cause you know me. Federal, pimp lock the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie, what's up?
Well, your homie right on you, you know from the fire. Going up on these bitches is devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this
So
shit.
much psychodramatic, oh havoc, get this bit crazy, the range with it, this shit. Buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it, the flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline, the feel of bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama that did it to him once again. The chance that you get, change to your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again and again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against sin. I'm feeling fenced in, from birth saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, the might get that bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing to you the flux.
Oh, Taco Crew. It's a mild Thursday with nothing happening in the wrestling world today. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jesse, a.k.a. your very own one and only Chitown Smark. Here to watch TNA Wrestling. Because there's nothing else going on in the wrestling world. Am I right? Am I right? We'll chit-chat about it. We'll talk about it. We'll hang out. We'll see what's what. And we'll watch TNA all at the same time. You know what I mean? Thank you all for being here tonight. And not over at the other guy's live stream. You know who he is. Who do I have here with me tonight, man? Who do I have here with me tonight? Move you guys down here. There you are. Apollo, Eddie, Foster, JP, Giles, Shaq, Mike, Rouse. What is going on, all of you? All right. So let's see. Let me adjust something here for you guys real quick. I want to, let's see. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to adjust the audio so you guys can hear the show a little bit, and it'll help you guys adjust your timelines because I'm watching on YouTube, and I know a lot of you are watching on Access TV. On YouTube, we don't get the commercials. We end at the same time, but we're just not lined up. So that is why. Osakui in the house. What's going on, bruh? Long time no see. Where you been? All right. So let me see. We got ABC coming out. The TNA World Champs. Should be a decent match as always with these guys. Oh, man. Rage in the house. Man, I feel like I won. All right. And let me do that a little bit. Again, guys, I want you guys to hear the show a little bit. I don't want you to be able to just like hear like it in full volume, because then I'll get a strike. But the little bit of volume helps you guys adjust your show. So if you're watching it on TV, if you have DVR, you can pause your DVR and sync up with the watch along. Because I'm a nice guy. Who else is here, man? I'm pumped, man. I got rage in my stream. I won. You know, I talked to JD earlier. Due to the monumental size breaking news that we got today, he's doing a live stream right now, and I understand why. But we're going to go on and do what we do, man, because as messed up as that scandal is, and believe me, it's messed up. If you have not read the lawsuit that was filed against Vince and John Laurinaitis, let me give you guys a piece of advice. Do not read it. Okay? Do not read it. Just assume the worst. Just assume the worst and don't physically read what that dirty old man did to that girl. Do not, man. I am sorry. I am sorry. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, man. But Kevin Knight out there against Chris Bay. If you are not familiar with Kevin Knight, then then you're pretty much in the same boat as me. But I will say this: I will not forget when I was at my first TNA / Impact show here in Chicago, when Kevin Knight faced Moose. They tore the house down, man. They tore the house down. It was legit about a 4-star match. And it had no right to be that damn good. No right to be that good. So, from that, I remember Kevin Knight, man. Not even going to sit here and try to talk about how good Chris Bay is, because you guys already know that the sky is blue. So, oh, look at this. Tim B, it's been a minute, bruh. With the $10 super chat says, hey, brother, been a minute. I literally said the same thing, Tim B. I swear I didn't read that before I said it. Look at that. Hey, brother, been a minute. Hope you and your family is well. I appreciate you, man. Hashtag FJD. I don't know what's wrong with JD McDonough, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with JD McDonough. I don't know. I appreciate it, Tim B. It's good to see you back. Back to the channel, man. We had some hiccups here and there with AdSense. We had to restart this channel. We had to reboot it since TNA decided to reboot their entire company. Fun fact, I had already decided to reboot this channel before they announced that Impact will be rebooted to TNA. Very true. I promise you guys, man. I promise you guys. But as we watch Chris Bay and Kevin Knight do what they do, let's chit-chat a little bit about this Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis deal. So, like everyone else that is covering it, I'm going to say the exact same thing. I'm not going to sit here and go through every little detail about what these guys did, because the details are disturbing. They are extremely disturbing. We'll touch on it here and there. We'll touch on some points. I'm pretty sure we all know the gist of it. We'll touch on a couple of points about it, and we'll just shoot this shit as we watch this fantastic show that will feature the return of Kazuchika Okada to a TNA ring. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. So apparently Vince had himself a little honey dip on the side. All right, I guess you can put it that way. I've seen some people already dabbing into the victim shaming pool, of which that really annoys me, you know, because I've seen people say, well, I saw the text messages. It didn't look like she was protesting or doing anything against it and things like that. So why is she complaining now? Bro, I don't even know how to begin to unwrap that. So we'll just start with the basics. And at the core of it, the basics, let's just say this. They had an agreement. She had an NDA. And by signing the NDA, she was entitled to an agreed upon amount of money. And the money was not paid. All right. The money stopped being paid. So the money not being paid completely nullifies the NDA. So now that the NDA is out of the window because he failed to uphold his part of the agreement, she filed a lawsuit. Now, that being said, everything else in between is kind of irrelevant. Whether or not she liked it, wanted it, didn't want it, did it against her will, that is all speculation. You know, if you believe she wanted it, okay. If you believe it was totally against her will and she was raped, okay. But at the end of the day, the agreement was he was supposed to pay her an agreed upon amount of money, did not, and so she filed a lawsuit. In any agreement, all right, Fox agreed to pay WWE an agreed upon amount of money to air their show. Now, if Fox doesn't pay it, WWE will file a lawsuit, because that is what you do when you don't hold up your end of a bargain. Well, same thing here. She signed an NDA, which also included her receiving compensation, and they didn't pay it. So she sued. That's how we are where we are right now. That's how we are where we are. So whether or not you believe her or not, it's a non-debatable issue, because they had an agreement. So that's that. You know, I mean, even if she was a willing participant and did it, you know, because she enjoyed it, she was still owed a certain amount of money that was failed to be paid to her. So, hence the lawsuit. What can you do? What can you do? Grizzled young vets are out here destroying ABC. That's a transition for you, right? There's a transition for you. Let's see. I turned off my prompter just to like run trial and error to see if it was affecting my stream at all. But so it's kind of hard to look at you guys and read my chat. So here we go. So again, Mike Rouse, like he said, I'm on a Trinity match. Guys, I can't zip forward in my stream. I cannot zip forward. But you guys can pause where you are if you have DVR and wait for me so we can be on the same timeline on the show. Right now, I'm looking at ABC beat down in the ring by the grizzled young vets. And the audio should be coming through enough for you guys to hear what's going on and sync up. Only thing I ask is please don't be ahead of us and decide to come spoil it in the chat for others. That's all. That is all. Let's get back to talking about Vince's wiener. Everybody wants to talk about Vince's wiener, right? That seems to be the headline of today's news. Vince McMahon and who he likes to crap on and what he likes to pay people to do with his old wiener. All kidding aside, man, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. It is an absolutely embarrassment to be a wrestling fan, you know. I'm not going to be one of those people to crap on WWE and try to make this about AEW and things like that. That's not what this is about. This is about human decency, bruh. This is about human decency. And the guy that we looked up to for most of our childhoods and everything else does this with his power. He does this with his power. And I think that's kind of shitty. Man. Rich white guys abusing their power and money to get what they want is not a new concept, though. Who are we kidding? It is far from a new concept, right? But here we are. No one should be shocked by these allegations at all. Especially when you're talking about Vince. I mean, I don't think anyone, if you are shocked, you should not be. There is nothing to be absolutely shocked about. I would be shocked if this is the worst of the worst. I would be shocked if this is the worst thing that comes out of all of this. We got a glimpse of it when she filed her lawsuit. Oh no, I'm sorry, she didn't file a lawsuit, did she? The Wall Street Journal broke the story a year and a half, 2 years ago. And we started getting, wind that Vince was paying her off and things like that. And John Laurinaitis was involved. But we didn't even get the gritty details until she filed a lawsuit. And then it becomes public knowledge. There's more. There's more. He's gonna, Josh, you need to quit, man. You need to quit. It happened in the same office where that happened too. Oh man, that's just in the office in WWE headquarters, where the big fucking dinosaur head is. That's what's going on in the office. It's disturbing, man. That's disturbing. I mean, you couldn't even take her to a sleazy motel like most people do. I mean, this clearly him and Linda are not. I mean, that. I don't know what's. Oh, God damn it! It's Flop Dollar. Jesus, he's really close to Rich Swann right now. He's really close to Rich Swann right now. Like, can they separate a little bit? Can they just? Just we met in the back of the plane. The back of the plane. And where do you fly today, 5 years later? I don't know. Still the back of the plane. But you know where I fly? Jeez. First class. And the best thing about first class is another seat right next to you. I was really kind of hoping this Flop Dollar thing was not going to be a regular thing. We're going to see. But apparently he's going to be here to stay. don't know why. I don't know why. My God, dude. We got Dirty Dango with Oleg Prudius and Johnny Bravo. Wow, man. What a day. What a day. It's like at any given moment you can wake up. Any given moment you can just wake up to a Vince McMahon headline and just Dante King and Damian Drake, aka the guys who will not be coming anywhere near winning this match. You can wake up at any given moment to some Vince McMahon news and just change your entire thoughts on everything you thought you knew about this business, that company. Up, quiet. Johnny Bravo loves pro wrestling, right? Oh, turns out he hates pro wrestling. Who knew? Who knew? The Mummy Murders streaming on demand. How do you think this will affect TKO and current regimen of WWE? I have no idea, mechanic. Well, so TKO has already seemingly distanced themselves from Vince McMahon, but I'll tell you what, I feel pretty confident in saying that if they had any clue that this lawsuit was going to be popping up anytime soon, he would not have been standing there at the New York Stock Exchange with Ari Emanuel and The Rock and everyone else up there as they announced the next step in this merger. I don't think Vince would have been up there front and center with the other board members, including Dwayne, if anyone knew that this stuff was about to hit the streets a couple of days later. So what do they do now? So TKO has already tried to publicly distance themselves from Vince McMahon. They've already made that clear, but not clear enough because he's still, we all know he was still on the board, but him being right there at the New York Stock Exchange a couple of days ago does not help the look right now that gives. The question everyone else is also throwing around is, who knew about this? How many people knew about this? Did Triple H know about this? Who knew about it? And I kind of just think that's a sensitive topic. I don't think saying that, anyone who knew about this should be fired. I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that simple for quite a few different reasons, man. Quite a few different reasons. We can start with the family. Okay, the McMahon family is not just Vince and Hunter and Stephanie. It also involves plenty of nieces, nephews, children, sons, daughters, grandkids. It involves a bunch of other people. All right? Family aspect, financially, and everything else. So to just, pop up and say, I'm gonna rat out Vince and do all this and do all that, you just, you sacrifice your career. You sacrifice the embarrassment you put the family through. Granted, it's Vince that does this, but you coming forward with it does not help. Okay? There's plenty of other things to consider as to why. A, what's it going to help? And B, this wouldn't be the first situation that Vince squirmed himself out of, but now you're outed because you spoke up. It doesn't mean they have to agree with it. If you agreed with it backstage and partook in it, then absolutely you're a piece of crap. But it's not that easy, man, to just say, "Oh, I know about this, so I'm gonna blow it up." I wish it was that simple. because maybe it would have happened a long time ago, but it's not. The only good news from this is that I'm confident to believe that it feels like that culture is starting to wean itself out. That culture is starting to eliminate itself from being in power backstage in WWE, and that's the good news about it. Bad news is it's not necessarily all over just yet. We're still dealing with it, and I still don't think this is the worst. I think it gets worse. I think it gets worse, and that is the sad part, man. Up next, Jordynne Grace versus Trinity. Gotta tell you, man. If you consider the stipulation of this match, Jordynne Grace versus Trinity, and a loser goes to the Royal Rumble match, I think I know who's gonna win. That is the low key stip. That's the stip. Loser goes to the Royal Rumble. They might as well just make that the stipulation at this point, though.
Gentlemen, your main event tonight,
There he is, the Rainmaker.
tag team showdown between the System and my guest at this time, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, and
There he is.
Kazuchika Okada.
The system thinks that they are the standard bearers in this company. They could not be more wrong. Because for a decade,
Man, is my
plus,
chat
the
dead?
Motor
What the
City
hell
Machine
is?
Guns are the backbone of TNA.
If you people want to know what
No one has chatted in about 4 years here. What is going on here?
sit down, shut your mouth, open your eyes and ears.
I got JP. There we go.
Ring tonight when the Motor City Machine Guns team up with the Rainmaker against the System.
Tonight, TNA feels the Rainmaker.
Tonight, TNA feels the Rainmaker. Carol, what's going on? Here we go. Trinity coming out. Trinity coming out, and her loser goes to the Royal Rumble match against Jordynne Grace. The most recent of this offense is how many women were put in things like this over the years. Oh, I'm sure there was more. I know there was more. Look up Ashley Massaro. Look up Ashley Massaro. Rest in peace, Ashley Massaro. Suicide. She spoke up against Vince McMahon. Go take a look about how she was treated when she came forward with the allegations about Vince, WWE, and the tribute to the troops. The tribute to the troops, the United States military, and Vince McMahon. Take a look at how they treated Ashley Massaro, man. It's messed up, bruh. It's messed up. I remember when Ashley spoke up about it, tried to bring some awareness to what happened to her. Nobody believed her. Nobody believed her, bruh. The poor woman went through hell, couldn't take it anymore, and took her own life. And now here we are. You think people didn't know back then? This woman is suing Vince for trafficking, bro. That is not a minor accusation. And I'm quite sure this is going to prompt criminal charges for Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Pretty confident that criminal charges and the criminal investigation will ensue. because of this.
From Orlando, Florida, Trinity.
So once again, thank you for joining me and hanging out, watching TNA. I'm now at Trinity and Jordan Grace.
Her opponent, she is the
If you are ahead and if you are able to, pause your stream from Access TV to line up with ours so that we can watch at the same pace. Super chats are open. Get those in if you are interested. Make sure you thumbs up the video. If you do not, you will be forced to read the entire lawsuit with all of the graphic details of Vince McMahon. I'm kidding. I would not make anyone read that. I wouldn't make anyone read that.
They often talk about it's a little bit harder to stay on top of the mountain.
Here we go. Trinity looks like she's already getting ready to cry. She looks like she's getting ready to cry at the handshake, bruh. We know she is not winning that title back. We all know it. Let's not pretend we don't know. Even if it wasn't pre-taped and everything else. I could be sitting here live and telling you right now, oh, I know who's going to win this. Oh, I already know. Easily.
Incredible urgency there from the former Knockouts World Champion. She has absolutely
Easily.
learned from defeat.
Why in the hell is...
The victory, the key to getting back on top of the mountain.
All right.
Intensity of Jordan Grace was evident and hard to kill. Just was
All right. All right. All right.
of that matchup. Trinity found ways to stick around, went to that submission starstruck, but this is Trinity
Trinity with a
flipping things.
glow kick to the gut.
Because she's learned that that's what she has to do. She can't just rely on everything in her wheelhouse. She has to change things up and really
See, there we go.
Taking her out of her comfort zone. There's the split. Here's the cover to win
Trinity with the split. What is that? The split splash?
the reason that Trinity came here to TNA.
I'm still trying to figure out how Trinity, or I don't know about how, but why Trinity only signed such a short-term deal. Such a short-term deal with TNA. Like not even a year. Like not even a year. And like she didn't want to, I understand she wanted to, go out, spread her wings and do her own thing. But, what did she sign for 6 months? And it feels like she didn't even weigh her options. Like she did 6 months and then immediately ran straight back to the E. If she shows up at the Rumble, we have no idea. By the way, don't forget, join me this Saturday for my Royal Rumble watch along. We did it last year. It was actually kind of fun. I'm going to do this kind of like the same thing. Well, I'm going to have some kind of like ticker scoreboard of all of the entrants and when they get eliminated. All that stuff. We'll hang out. We'll have some drinks. We'll have a bite to eat. Should be fun. Should be fun, man.
taking control of this championship matchup. And when Jordan Grace starts to feel confident, it's
I like the idea of more wrestlers signing short-term deals. The only problem with that, Robert, is how do you structure and plan long-term storytelling when you get wrestlers sticking around for 6 months? You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to build a story from WrestleMania to WrestleMania, how do you book that? You don't even know if that person's gonna be there by next WrestleMania. It's kind of messed up to set your plans around someone who then in 6 months says, "Nah, I want to go to your competition instead." But if you lazily book them and keep them on the back burner, then you're pretty much pushing them towards your competitor, right?
lower body, upper body, middle body, everything being demolished by the juggernaut.
Not all stories need to be long term. Yes, the shitty ones are very short. The shitty ones are very short. So the guys who get the best deals and the most money, it'll probably be in their best interest to sign longer term deals. You know? Yeah, I think you are. Yeah, the indies are, it's not the same. Think about professional teams. You know, very rarely do you see someone signing, you know, short-term deals. If anything, I mean, yeah, you see 1-year contracts at times and stuff like that, but you don't see anybody worth anything signing 1-year deals. You know what I'm saying? You don't see LeBron signing a 1-year deal. You know, I mean, they want money and they want tenure, and so does the organization. So does the organization. They don't want to invest that kind of time and effort into you for you to just bail in 1 year. You know? And for the people who are lower on the card and it doesn't affect them, I mean, the company has no reason to extend themselves or do something like that for them because they're not that significant to them. So a person who would be significant to them, you don't want them in a short-term deal. Trinity and Jordan Grace. So they're still at the Palms, the guys. They're still at the Pearl in Vegas. These are still these are the tapings from the next day after Hard to Kill. So if the venue looks familiar, if Jordan Grace's outfit looks familiar, that's the reason why. That is the reason why. Trinity with the X Factor face splash type deal. And this loser goes to the Royal Rumble match. I think Trinity should have stayed away from WWE longer. I think it would have made her return more epic. I think it would have made her return more like, oh my God, she returned. You know, if she's doing short-term deals like this, I would have did 6 months here. I would have did 6 months in AEW, and then went back home. Because they're always gonna take her back, but now they're gonna make her sign another 3 or 5 year deal or something. Then again, I don't know. Then again, I take that back. At this point, WWE will give Trinity whatever she wants, man. They'll give her whatever she wants. Trinity is family. If she went back and demanded a 6-month deal, they'll probably give her a 6-month deal. Since Vince is not there anymore, I could see them giving Trinity whatever she wanted, man. She's bloodline, bro. She's family. What are they going to do? What if Roman gets pissed? You know? What if Roman gets pissed? What if Roman says, hey, I want my cousin-in-law to get whatever she wants? Make it happen. Make it happen, bro. How long is she lasting in a Rumble? Oh, I have no idea. I have not watched enough of the product to try to guess that much of how much they'll use her. I guess it depends on how the division is doing. You know what I'm saying? What brand she's going to go to. I don't know. She's proven she has value and isn't just another cog in their match. And that is true. That is true. The sad part is she proved that years ago, and they just paid it no attention. They didn't think that she would walk. That is the thing. They got used to being able to treat not just the women, but any of the talent the way that they want. And they won't do crap about it because there's nothing they can do and everything else. I mean, but then her and Sasha just walked the hell out. You know, left Vince sitting there like, they can't do that. Like, the hell they can't. Then they called their attorneys. Why? Because these contracts are mostly bullshit. That's why. They probably don't want attorneys progging too far into them. So they just gave them the releases and gave them whatever they wanted. And now Vince is gone. So now Hunter will definitely take whoever wants to come back. Man, Jordan just slapped the bejesus out of Trinity, man. You know what I would do when I go back? If I'm Trinity, I'm keeping my name. I'm not going back to Naomi. I'm keeping my name at Trinity. That's what I would do. I would keep my name at Trinity. So in the event that I have to up and leave again, I'm not trying to reprogram my fan base to call me by a different name again. I think Trinity's plan is to beat Jordynne Grace with her booty. That's what it looks like. She's going to overpower Jordynne Grace with the power of her ass. She's been sitting on her in pins, split-legged moonsaults, the rear views. She's going to out-ass. She's going to out-ass Jordynne Grace's flat ass, bro. A lot of people were shitting on Mercedes and Trinity when they walked out. No, it wasn't a lot of people. It was just the WWE stands. That's all. It was just the WWE stands because they were scared that they were going to go to AEW. They do that every time. This is not me just speculating, man. This is what they do every time. Edge left. Went to AEW. Lifelong career, put his body on the line for all the WWE fans. He decides to go somewhere else, and then they shit on him. That's how much respect they have. That's how much respect they have. Cody left AEW to go to WWE. Hey, man, do you. Do you. You didn't see me giving this shit. You got to do what's best for you, man. Jordynne Grace wins. Who knew? Who knew? What is Trinity going to do now? She had a solid run. I forgot how many wins. How many wins did Trinity get in TNA? I don't even know anymore. But then only 2 losses. Oh, and then she's going to go out beating up Jay Vidal. That's good. And there's Giselle Shaw out there with a big X. I don't know if I want to carry that big ass X around to knock people out with. I could probably think of something more, I don't know, usable. A little non-ridiculous looking, maybe. Oh, they're going to kill her. Oh, they're going to kill Trinity. Oh, I didn't know they were going to kill her off. That's it? 1 knee strike? I thought she was going to kill her. I wouldn't call 1 little knee strike necessarily getting killed. is made of painted 2x4s. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I could probably grab one 2x4 and it'd be easier to use. Okay, the system.
There is a reason why Moose is the new TNA World Champion.
Because Moose is awesome. That's why, Eddie.
And tonight, the system goes worldwide because we're going to put an end to a New Japan Pro Wrestling legend in Okada. Like my friend said,
Because Moose is a baller.
Worthy proved that the former
That's why.
all you guys have to do is trust the system.
Trust the system, man. That's all you got to do is trust the system, bruh. That's all you got to do. Let me see this. Go here. Get out of that. I've not seen or heard of this show. This mummy show. And quite frankly, I'm tired of starting new shows. So I'm very, very picky about when I start a new series.
It's been a lot of good days recently. First, Hard to Kill. I realized my dream since I was 15 years old was stepping foot in a TNA ring. And then last
There's an indie guy in Wisconsin who calls himself The System. Really? He hits people with a violin. Jesus Christ, dude.
with the very best in Will Ospreay.
Did he know that the Honky Tonk Man existed?
I needed to be a world
Jeff Jarrett.
that this company needed a world beater. When I
It might be the single most fragile instrument. I'm right. A violin. Like, what the?
the only thing I can fix
Josh Alexander, what's going on, man?
I could do more with a harmonica.
How you doing? Listen, you and Osprey, freaking sweet, dude. Listen, I overheard you talking about what's next for you.
Bro, is it me or is Angels like a mini, less tan Josh Alexander?
Very first episode of my new talk show. Listen to this. You ready? You ready?
Look at him. Think about it.
The sound check. What do you think? Come on. Come on.
Alan, honestly, I wish you the best with your show and everything. I'm really busy with everything I got going.
Josh, please. Didn't somebody help
Look at Angels and Josh. Look at them. Look.
face of the company, man?
They look like before and after.
Sure, right? Right? Come on, please. It would mean a lot. It would mean so much, please.
Okay, I'll be the first guest on your show.
Dude, seriously? Seriously?
They look like before and after a shrink ray machine.
I got a lot to do. I got a lot to set up. This is gonna be great. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Trust me. Trust me.
Josh comes off as like the quintessential gullible baby face. He looks like the epitome of the gullible baby face. You got a heel coming to him, asking him to do his talk show. His first gut is telling him not to do it, but then he does it anyway with a smile. Gullible baby face. Likes Angels a lot. I love Angels, man. It's a part of the Dark Order. Part of the Dark Order. Unpopping. What's going on with you, bruh? What's going on? I'm ready for the Rumble too, man. Join me this Saturday in my watch-along party of the Royal Rumble, bruh. And now we got the show off, Nick Nemeth. I gotta tell you, man, Dolph looks so freaking happy to be out of WWE. Sometimes you can't hide your reactions, man, no matter how hard you might try. When you're coming out to the ring, sometimes you have win face, sometimes you have lose face, sometimes you have the face of, I don't want to be here anymore. Sometimes you have the face of, I'm so happy to be here. And sometimes that stuff just radiates, man. Trinity came out with a look on her face that just looked like she knew she wasn't going to be there much longer. And Dolph is coming out here looking like a free man. Free. Liberated, bruh. Liberated. We had Zachary Wentz out there, knowing he's taking this L because Dolph is not coming back. Well, I'm sorry, not coming back, but making a debut and not winning. It's just not going to happen. If you're just joining me, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here to hang out and watch TNA. We did talk about the Vince John Laurinaitis situation a little bit earlier. I kind of don't want it to just entirely dominate the conversation away from the wrestling. But the news is big. The news is big, man. You can't deny that at all. If you are live on Access TV, I am watching on YouTube, the members only part, because I don't have access to Access TV. See what I did there? I don't have access to Access TV. So my Rumble watch along will be this Saturday. Also, I will be doing some uploads, some video uploads, man. Breaking news of whatever's going on around the wrestling world, man. Could be TNA, be a lot of WWE stuff as well. That is on the way. I'm thinking about doing another live podcast type show, maybe Sunday morning. I figure sometimes people want to get up in the morning, have your cup of coffee, sit in front of your computer or phone and chill and take in a little bit of wrestling talk. Sometimes you might not want to wait till later in the evening. That sounds good to you. Stick around, man. I might have you covered. I have Access TV. I still watch TNA on YouTube. No commercials. That's it. Right. Right, man. I would rather. And it's not expensive, man. It's not expensive. Like, at all. I think like for $1 a month, I think you can get the shows. You know, you can get the shows every Thursday, no commercials. I got the $5 tier, so I get some of the pay-per-views and stuff like that. But yeah, I get the show, no commercials. Trey Miguel cheating. What? 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 I DVR most wrestling shows to start watching a half hour or so after. Yeah, I used to do that too. I used to do that for Monday Night Raw until I started. I did it for like Raw for like years, but until I started like covering wrestling and stuff like that, then I needed to be live and up to date. You know, so started watching live. Trey cheating. Yeah, no, for reals, bro. I saw it. Trey Miguel was cheating. I saw it myself, man. I promise you. I don't know why he would do that. I don't know why he would cheat. Why would you cheat? That's against the rules. That is against the rules. If you are just joining me, thank you. Hey, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. If you hit the thumbs up right now, $100 million will be delivered to your home within the next 5 to 7 business days. Don't believe me? Hit that thumbs up to see. Watch. Watch. Guaranteed. What is Dolph's finishing move going to be? I'm kind of interested in that. Because he had a bunch of finishing moves that everyone kicked out of in WWE. I was wondering if he was going to have one that was going to be like protected or something over here. Maybe something other than like the lame zigzag. And the super kick that hurts absolutely nobody in pro wrestling anymore. Oh, he had the tights. Zachary Wentz pulled the tights. That's cheating. Bro, I just saw Trey Miguel cheat and then Zachary Wentz cheat. I'm starting to get suspicious here. I don't know. One, two, kick out. Dolph going for a zigzag, he looked like. I think the zigzag is going to be his finisher, man. I settled for $20 in the cheeseburger. Yeah, I know, right? I would still take the money. I would still take the money. I would still take it, man. Dolph doing Dolph things. I like his opponent choice for his first opponent, man. Oh. Like a high knee strike to the face. Dolph even has the facial expressions, man. You know? We really shouldn't expect better from a team named for a raccoon. Oh, well. You know, the Rascals. That was a raccoon. I thought that was more of a TV show back in the 40s or something. The Little Rascals. Pin attempt, kick out. Dolph with the zigzag. Oh, it's the danger zone now. 1, 2, 3. The danger zone. He can't even say zigzag anymore. Who copyrights zigzag? Danger zone. There's Steve Macklin to beat the shit out of Dolph. There we go. There we go. Kick his ass. Perfect. Danger Zone reminds me of Top Gun. Here goes Nimith with the Danger Zone. Another reversal and another Danger Zone. Oh, that cell. You guys see that cell? You see that cell by Steve Macklin? It reminds me of The Rock Austin 17. When Rock took a stunner and then they're flip-flop out of the arena. That was awesome. He is the most wanted man. I was kind of hoping Dolph would show up in AEW and form a team with his brother, man. I'm gonna be honest. Diener. Crazy Steve. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of these vignettes by Crazy Steve. Oh yeah, the Scott Hall one at 18 was good. That was good. But even that one was a version of the Rocks. They come down, flip, and then do the handstand up. No. Take that back. Scott Hall was the jump. Right? Right, Robert? He did the stunner, and then Scott Hall he's like a straight up jump, straight up, and then fell back. I remember that one. Rock did the flip. Yeah, Rock did the flip. Scott Hall did the straight up bounce up. That was pretty awesome too. See, yeah, we know our wrestling, man. We everybody here, man. We all watched, the old school Attitude Era days when wrestling was at its absolute best, man. I spammed that shit before DVR existed and streaming platforms existed. I had all of the wrestling shows on tape. On VH, I had a cabinet full of just recorded Raws and pay-per-views and whatnot. Then I got rid of it because I found out that streaming existed. My girls Masha and Kelly got ripped off, and they need to get those titles back. But I am so happy to get Rosemary back. So happy to get Rosemary back, bro. It's not even funny. Look at those eyes. Woo! Danny Luna. Shout out to Tony Brown. Went straight from VHS to streaming. It was close to it, man. Yeah. Yeah, because then when I moved and had to move all of those tapes, VHS was already out. DVDs were in. So I'm like, dude, I'm not moving all of this shit. I'm not going to transcribe it all to DVD. Streaming was starting to come into play. Like, forget that. Then not long after that, then it started becoming on the network and stuff like that. So Jody Threat. Love her. Love her. Oh, yeah. MK Ultra, baby. There we go. Where's my girl Kelly? There she is. Why did they take the titles off of these women, bruh? I know, man. They are so good. They are so good. Thank you all for hanging out tonight for tonight's stream. I honestly almost canceled it. Not gonna lie. I almost canceled the stream because of the impromptu stream that JD is doing. So I knew not many people would show up, but I decided to come here and be here for the few that I knew would show up. So if you're hanging out right now, listening to my voice and watching me, I'm here for you. Just for you. Yes, you. 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 I almost canceled it, man. Because I want to be streaming on Saturday anyway for the Rumble. But then I figured, you know what, a few people will show. And for those people who are looking forward to it, I'm not going to bail on them, man. I'll be here. Question for the chat. Question for the chat. Here. I won't ask it. Tell you what, I will. I'll put it a poll in the chat. Question posed for the chat. I already have mine. I want to know yours. What do you make of Black Taurus signing with AEW and having to change his name? I don't know. I mean, there's nothing to make of it, man. You know, if AAA, I think, is it AAA? I forgot who it was. But whoever it is, if they have the rights to that name, then that's their name. They didn't mind him using it in Impact, but they said being on television is a completely different story. So it is what it is, man. What can you say, you know? It is what it is. Ah, there's my girl. Oh, God, no. Watch it. Watch it. Come on, man. MK Ultra cannot lose 2 in a row. JP, why not both? Because usually you can't have both, JP. You got to pick one, okay? Usually you can't have both. Jeez. Of course, if both were an option. Sure. Jody Threat heading to the top rope. Oh, God, she killed her. Yeah, man. Kelly's a beast, dude. That's a 3. Oh, look at that pin. Bruh. Bruh. You see that pin? She know. She know. She know. She knows. Andrew Vidala just announced that TKO will make an announcement tomorrow, which could be about Vince. I don't see what else it'd be about. I don't see what else it would be about at all. There we go. Now Kelly and Masha are gonna whoop some ass. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. Meet in the middle. Oh my God, they dropped her on her fucking neck, man. Jeez. Careful, man. Careful. Oh, my guardian is here. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Now what y'all gonna do? Guardian of Chaos is in the house. What's up with you, man? How you feel tonight, bro? How you feel tonight, bro? We getting ready to deal with some Kazuchika Okada action, man. That's what's up. It is, man. It is. It's been a crazy day, but who we kidding, man? Par for the course, right? It is not too wildly obscene to get up and then find some outlandish news like this, right? I mean, it seems to be the normal thing in these days of pro wrestling, man. It's never just about the pro wrestling anymore, is it? It's not just about the pro wrestling. It's about who is signed where. It's about who has the rights to what name. It's about where Vince puts his wiener. It's about who is married to who and a bit. There's so much more to it, you know. No, I'm not shocked at all. I think it's worse. I think more details can come out about the same incident, because this is the same incident from what we heard about a couple of years ago. I think it can get worse. Even more shocking. You know, wait till we find out that Brock wasn't the only one involved. Oops. Did I say that out loud? Never mind that. Nobody watches this channel. Right? What? What? The system is coming out, man. Including Moose. Your TNA World Champion. Why is Moose coming out with these dudes? Moose need his own entrance, man. Moose deserve his own entrance, bruh. Ah, there we go. Business is picking up, man. Welcome. JD and Drew must have ended. Did they end? Nope, they're still going. Thank you guys for being here, though. Motor City Machine Guns. Let's mute that. Does the Rainmaker get his own entrance at least? Oh, good. There we go. He does get his own entrance. There we go. I'm kind of surprised Shelley has said nothing or done nothing yet about getting his title back. Maybe because he knows he ain't getting it back. Ha ha! It's Moose's title now, mofos. It's Moose's title. Alex Shelley is facing off against Mustafa Ali at House of Glory in a few weeks, man. Let that sink in. We got the Rainmaker. Kazuchika Okada. Okada. guy's the GOAT, man. The guy's the Japanese GOAT. It is a treat. It is a treat to see this man wrestle in the U.S., man. It's a treat. It's right now. It's the equivalent of Roman Reigns going over to do a match in New Japan. It would be that big of a deal over there for them. What if he comes? What if he comes back full time? What if he chooses TNA as his new home? That's not happening. That's not happening. But I hope he does go to AEW so that he can come over to TNA for a show whenever he wants to, though. That would be fantastic. Let's see, we got Alex Shelley out there to start it off. Oh, here we go. All 6 men in the ring. Staring off. And they're going to go to commercial for the Access people, and this is going to pop back up for us. You know what would be nice, though? If we got to see all of the action during the commercial breaks, as opposed to coming back and then them flashing like 3 or 4 minutes ahead. Eddie Edwards back at it with Shelley after the mayhem has dissipated. Let me see something real quick. There we go. I'll leave that right there. Let's see here. Bro, Danny Luna is getting some late votes here, man. Like, Kelly is not running away with this, bro. Some of you would prefer Danny Luna over Killer Kelly. Don't know if I can be mad about that, man. Don't know if I can be mad about that. You want to know why? More Killer Kelly for me. More Killer Kelly for me, man. Just saying. But yeah, so if you're just joining us, welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Please hit that thumbs up. Much appreciated if you would, please. We did discuss the Vince McMahon drama earlier in the show. We are not avoiding it. It is there earlier in the stream. It's messed up. It is completely messed up, man. Super chats are open. Get those in if you shall choose to. Hit that thumbs up for me, please. I will be streaming the Royal Rumble this Saturday as a watch along. So Issa will be at the Rumble. Join me for the watch along party. Then join JD afterward for the post-show review. Also, I will be doing some uploads. I'll be doing short form uploads on the channel. So if you have not hit your notifications, you should do that. You should do that because you never know. You never know when you can get a ninja upload, bruh. It could pop up like Randy Orton out of nowhere. Samuel Sneed, what up with you, man? What is going on with you, bruh? I do have a small bit of the audio coming through, so that if you want to line your stream up with with the way that you're watching with ours, so we're on the same timeline, you can do it that way. Okada is working part-time tonight, bruh. I don't know. I don't know what Scott paid for Okada, man, but for what I'm assuming is a pretty big fee. You're going to kick this match off. You're taking most of the bumps. No, I don't want to get Okada hurt. I don't want to overwork Okada on my watch. Something happens to him, and then the whole wrestling world is mad at me. Oh, we got Moose. We got Moose. Oh, snap. We got Moose and Okada. We got Moose and Kazuchika Okada facing off. Man, has this ever happened? Has this ever happened? Oh, Sakui. Has this ever happened? Has Moose and Okada ever been in the same ring before? Rainmaker? Oh, man. Oh, man, close. It's close. So close. So close. Motor City Machine Guns with the double team. Letting Eddie Edwards have it. Who would I rather what? Patrick, did you stop reading after the first sentence of the poll? You know you got to keep reading down to the options, man. It has never happened. Wow. That's amazing stuff. Referring to the poll. I don't understand your question, Patrick. Thanks for being here, by the way, Patrick. I appreciate you. But yeah, and the poll says, who would you rather, Killer Kelly or Danny Luna? If you guys are just joining, thank you for hanging out and watching the end of the show with us, man. I appreciate you. I was just saying to everyone a few minutes ago, I will be doing a Royal Rumble watch along this Saturday. I am going to start doing uploads, short form uploads on the channel. So if you do not have your notifications on for my channel, I'm going to ask and suggest that you guys do so. And I think you'll be happy that you did. I have stuff in the pipeline, man. I am working with a couple of different people and a couple of different things. I'm working on some interviews. Working on all that stuff, man. Working on all of that stuff. Trying to get a TV project off the ground so I can bring the. Oh man, that would be great. If I can work you around my busy Impact schedule, bro. I am jam packed to the rafters with Impact content. I don't know if I have the time to venture off into a television show, man. That's. I can see if I can make some time for you, man. I can try to do my best, bro. I can do my best. Alex Shelley, Brian Myers. TNA has been a fantastic shining light on Brian Myers' career, man. It went nowhere in WWE. And you know what? I can't even argue against that. In WWE, I can see Brian Myers just not being a focal point. But in TNA, I think this is more of his wheelhouse. You know, a lot of the times that's the situation. A lot of times it's just, you're just small fish in a huge pond in WWE. You know, you get into a smaller pond and then you might look like a little bit more of a star. It can be overwhelming. There's a lot of tenured guys there. There's a lot of people with all kinds of experience. You know, they're more over than you. They draw more than you, but that doesn't mean you suck. It just means it's hard to weed through all of this talent and get to the forefront in WWE. But Myers is finding this niche over here in TNA, man. You gotta love that. Oh, they were in the same ring in ROH? Oh, okay. Oh, well, there goes that moment then. Have they faced off one-on-one yet? How about that? Have they faced off in a one-on-one match yet? He is solid. He is solid. Devin and Lowe, he is solid. He's not gonna blow anything out of the water. He's not gonna main event any major pay-per-view anytime soon. You know, but he's better than a jobber. You know, he is a solid, I'll put him as a solid mid-card guy. Very solid mid-card guy. Can run a mid-card stable, can hold a mid-card title. Very solid. Everybody can't be top of the card main eventers. You need people like Brian Myers to fill out your roster. So we got Dave Tatum. With the $10 super sticker, bro. Says it's your 10th on the live stream. That's what's up, man. Thank you so much. Let's get man, that deserves another round of applause. I didn't know they counted them for you. That is awesome, man. We're gonna end this poll. Killer Kelly wins 81-19. 81-19. Thank you so much, David Tatum. That is fantastic, bro. I appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, I almost didn't do the stream. I legit almost canceled it because of the breaking news that happened and the live stream that JD and Drew did. I knew it'd be a big show. I knew they would have the more updated information on what broke today with the Vince McMahon scandal. So I was going to yield to them and let them take the stage tonight. But then I figured there might be just a handful of people, if nothing else, that would rather watch the stream here. So for those few people, I took the time to do it. I mean, for me, it's worth it. You know, if I think for a minute that one person will be here to hang out and I have the time to do it, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's a slot that I was already going to do. So why not? So glad I did. Glad I did. It's a good time so far, man. It's actually a really damn good show tonight, too. This is the fallout from the Hard to Kill show. This was filmed the next day after the pay-per-view. They usually do a show after the well, when they go to a city, when they hit a destination, they'll do a main show, and then the next day they'll do another show or two, and then they'll take those shows and have those spread out over the next couple of weeks until they go to their next city, which is probably, like, financially really smart. Really smart, because they visit less destinations and they still get weeks of content out of it. Granted, it's not live, but they don't do live television, so that's not the issue. So thank you, Rusty. I appreciate it, man. This is your first super chat. It says it's your 10th super on a live stream. It's your first one? That's weird, man. So is it your first, let me see, your 10th super? Like super sticker or super chat? Because the stream is telling me it's your 10th. Either way, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you all, man. Oh, and Saban and Shelley are putting in all of the legwork in this show, man. They don't want Okada to overwork himself. They don't want Okada to overextend himself, bro. You kick back and you get ready to make some rain, man. You don't do too much moving. Jesse, how you liking TNA Wrestling so far? Better improvement than Impact Wrestling. Glad it's back. The shows are way more lively. Excuse me. I am thoroughly enjoying Impact, Lo. So, a while back, Osakui tried putting me up on Impact, and I tried to get into it, and it just turned out, man, it was just so much more wrestling on my plate to try to get into another wrestling promotion. And it just didn't take. But then after a while, I started getting real tired of WWE. So I started watching that less and less and less. Just by, like, coincidence, I guess. I don't know. And then they canceled Dark and everything else, and I was covering Dark. So when they canceled that, I started looking for something else to get into, and TNA is what I turned to, and I stopped watching WWE as much. I was no longer doing Dark. That wasn't there anymore. And my God, man, you take the time to get into what Impact is doing, and it is good. It is really good. It is not groundbreaking. It is not the best wrestling on the planet, but it's consistently good. And that is more than you can say for quite a few of the top promotions around these days, to be consistently good. I think Impact, or now TNA, they get a bad rap for it because it's a smaller organization. But to me, that's not a good enough reason to shit on the company just because of their size. They'll never grow if people just want to look at their size. Look at what they're producing. Look at their pro wrestling. Look at their locker room. Look at their storytelling. If any of that starts to interest you, then you need to start paying more attention, because then other people will. Big elbow from Okada. Oh, I feel a Rainmaker. Here he comes. Rainmaker! But then he won't hit it, though. But then he won't hit it. There's a duck. Perfect drop kick. Signature Kazuchika Okada. Moose no-sold it. Oh, with his own drop kick. Oh! Oh! Look at the height on that. Look at the height on that one by Moose. Caught me off guard with that one, man. I didn't know Moose could get up like that, bro. I didn't know Moose could get up like that for a drop kick, man. That was impressive. That was variant 6'5", 300, right, Eddie? That was very impressive. What are they saying? They saying, fuck you, what? Big chops by Moose. Motor City Machine Guns with the double super kick. Moose is out of there. Eddie Edwards, this is not going to end well for Eddie. This is not going to end well for Eddie Edwards, bro. Yep, nah. Didn't think so. Did not think so. Oh, Myers got something to say. Oh, Okada just, okay. I see a Rainmaker in Myers' future. Done. Done skis. Done skis. Sister Abigail, count them out. Rainmaker, Sister Abigail, you will not be getting up, sir. Keep watching after TNA logo. All right, all right. Thank you for the heads up, sir. Appreciate that. TNA has some of the most underrated talent in the biz. They don't get enough love. I agree, man. I agree. I don't think they need to be put up there in any kind of like worldwide pedestal, but at the same time, I think they need to be getting a little bit more respect than they do in this business, man. They've become a nice destination for big talent to go to that don't feel like going to AEW or WWE and signing long-term slavery contracts. They can come to TNA and be around nothing but wrestling fans. Nothing but wrestling fans, bro. You know, so we are going to stay past the logo for a second here.
Often it happens gradually, over time. But sometimes it happens in a flash. TNA has recently undergone a change. Gradually, years in the making.
See what we got here.
It's time for a different kind of change. One that's immediate and ignited by the introduction of an X Factor. I'm Mustafa Ali, and I approve this.
It ended. It ended. It stopped. It stopped. What the hell? Mustafa Ali, bro. They got him booked at House of Glory against Alex Shelley, man. Tell me that's not a 5-star match in the making right there alone. Tell me that's not a 5-star match right there, bro. That was fun, man. That was actually a fun show. That was a fantastic show. I'll even go as far as this. Tonight's show was way better than Dynamite was this week. It was way better than Dynamite this week. Guys, that is it for this week's show. Join me this Saturday for my annual Royal Rumble watch along party. Make sure you hit those notifications and sign up, man, because like I said, you never know when a ninja upload just might hit your sub boxes. Guys, thank you so much. If you were here from beginning to end of this stream, you are the reason I was here tonight. If you popped in halfway to come check me out, you are the reason that I was here tonight. If you showed up at any given moment, I thank you so much. And you are also the reason why I came here to stream tonight. Guys, that is the show. I will see you guys next time, which is this Saturday for a Rumble Watch Along. Make sure you are there. I better see you next time. Peace.
My continuous output, my flow of ideas for years been thrilling in me. Please don't stop this feeling in me before the feeling get to killing in me. See, I'm into mayhem. When I play, hear the streaks of havoc, and then I'm ready to leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do with this shit. To the days of dirt, getting fucked up within, and I put that on the house, bitch. To the days of the dirt, you gon' cancel that down shit. What the fuck you find?
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on a stranger. Can't contain the things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago up in your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.